Three friends talking, the one in the middle says, "Then I'm sure we're going to do well in this contest," and the others agree, and she says, "Look what I prepared for that ugly mess." Then they start laughing, and the one in the middle keeps saying she thinks she has a chance, but I have a nice surprise in. When they realize that someone is approaching, they hide the paper. A girl approaches and says, "Hi girls, how are you?" The middle one replied, "Hi friend, how long have we been fine, and how are you?" The lady says she's fine too. The one in the middle says, "Wow, how beautiful you are, and that hair and that dress, I loved it. You're going to lend it to me, right?" The blonde says, "Thank you very much. I also loved her look," and the one in the middle asks, "Can I know where you're going? With all that glamour?" The blonde said, "I'm going to a beauty contest, and I think you are too, because you're all well dressed." The one with curly hair replied, "Yes, we are going to the contest too. Is it the same one we are going to?" The blonde said, "Wow, what a coincidence, maybe it's the same contest." The one with the short hair says, "I think so, but we're late, later we talk, bye." The blonde, "Good luck for girls," and they're gone. A man says, "Our baby, be careful not to be fined for being too beautiful." The other says, "I'm available in delicacy, if you want it later, call me." Upon arriving at the scene, she says, "Hi, good morning. My name is Karen and I came to participate in the beauty pageant," and the receptionist says, "Good morning. I'll check, I found it here, now just wait." Karen says, "Okay, thanks." The receptionist says, "Hello ladies, did you come for the pageant?" The one in the middle asked, "Apparently this is the modeling agency." The receptionist says, "Can you tell me your name so I can confirm it here on the list?" The one in the middle says, "My first name, my name is Samara," and then she nudges the other one to say the name, and she says, "Mine is Alana," and the other says, "Mine is Samia." The receptionist confirms the three and says, "Now you can sit there in the reception and wait, the director will come and talk to you," and Alana says, "Okay, fine, but don't you offer me a glass of water? Or a coffee for your guests?" Samia replied, "There, my friend, by the appearance of the place, you can already imagine that it wasn't," and Samara says, "And for you, it's not a lady, it's a lady, and let's go girls." Samara says, "Look girls, who's here? Damn, dear, do you really think you have the potential to win this contest? Oh my love, look at our potential," and Alana says, "No, and look at that outfit of yours, is it from the thrift store? Or the fair?" Samara says, "Our friend like you is mean, I'm sure it's from a loophole." Karen gets up and says, "What's up girls? I have the same potential as you." Samara laughs and says, "I can see that in addition to being screwed up, she's blind, because look at our dear people, do you really think you have the potential to be here?" Samia says, "Dear, you can see, look at our dresses, they are very expensive and they are not from the thrift store like yours," and Karen replied, "Calm down girls, I'm beautiful as much as you," and Samara says, "I can't believe you are comparing ours beauty with you. Oh, do me a favor. And I'm not going to argue with you." The receptionist comes and says, "Girls, let's sit down because the director is already coming to talk to you." Samara says, "Let's go girls." Karen says, "Girl, I want to give up this contest, because the girls are so beautiful and I don't measure up to them," and she says, "Look at this, you're going to stay here and you're going to compete with them, you have all the potential, so do you, it's beautiful, and you'll give your blood for it," and Karen says, "Oh girl, I'll try then, and I'll make it to the final," and the receptionist says, "I trust you, good luck." The receptionist comes back and says, "Good afternoon everyone. I'm the event coordinator, shall we get started?" "I'm the coordinator of the event. My name is Elizabeth Mendez, and I'm here to be able to represent the director. The director had an unforeseen event and couldn't attend, and so I'm going to coordinate the contest myself, and I know that it's a big day for you, and I know that each one of you has enormous potential, and you really want to win this contest, and today we will find out who will be the new face, who will appear in all the magazines and advertisements of our company, and then we will start with the first phase of selection, that is the runway show, and I'll start with you. Good luck." Karen gets up and starts. The girls laugh at Karen. On Samara's turn, she ends up falling and says, "Oh." Karen says, "Do you need help?" Samara says, "I don't need help, girl." And she excuses me. Elizabeth says, "Look, now we are going to the last stage of the competition, and this stage will define who will be the face of our agency. Look, I want you to go to the reception one by one, and you will write on a piece of paper one of your qualities, and I want you to be very honest with yourselves and go first, please." Elizabeth says, "Look, I see you put beautiful words from you and the quality of you. You think it's great, right? But it's a shame that you weren't honest with yourself, and look, from the beginning of the contest I told you that I wanted honesty and none of you were honest, and I want to talk to you and say, look, the first quality that I need from you here at the company is respect, and you don't have it, and look, on behalf of our agency I want to apologize for these acts here, and another our agency does not agree with this kind of joke, alright? So let's continue. Look, our beautiful quality that you chose, too bad you don't have it. You helped one of your colleagues humiliate one of the candidates, and that's not empathy." She turns to Karen and says, "You did show yourself from the beginning that you have empathy." Elizabeth says, "Respectful? Nice word, too bad you don't even respect yourself. You discriminated against one of the candidates just because of her attire, and that word doesn't belong to you." She turns to Karen and says, "You actually went through so many difficult things with the candidates, and you did is respectful." Samara says, "As you can see, I'm a good friend." Elizabeth says, "That's fine, you're a good friend, a fake good friend." Samara says, "What?" Elizabeth replied, "Yes, because when you were on the runway you fell, she went to help you, and you didn't have any friendliness with her, and look at the door of the company, there's a camera, and I saw when you put this paper on her back, and then you're not a good friend, and this doesn't belong to you." Again she turns to Karen and says, "You were a good friend, and look, despite all the difficulties you went through with the candidates, you showed yourself to be a good friend, so this is your role. And I think you didn't get the message right. You are disqualified and can withdraw from my agency." They leave mocking, and Bet says, "Congratulations, you showed yourself to be an empathetic, respectful person, a good friend and a good mother, and so you're the face of our company." And Karen says, "Wow, thank you so much."